It's too late,
Fair.
baby. Yeah, Boone, it's too late.
You almost got the melody.
Oh, his song was that bad.
Is there a bag of dicks in his mouth?
That painted quite a picture.
No.
It's probably a bad idea.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either.
Wow. Okay. Oh.
Oh, God.
Just keep that in the back of your mind.
That was oddly specific, Rick.
Unfucking believable.
What?
Woo, all I can say is it's so good to see y'all, and do I have a night ahead for y'all.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us again under the library. We're playing our home-brewed Call of Cthulhu campaign and posting it for your entertainment. Before we get started, if you are enjoying the show and you would like to support what we do here, there are a couple ways you can do so. First is at patreon.com/underthelibrary. Or if you would like to support us by playing some Call of Cthulhu, you can go over to DriveThruRPG, search for The Snake's Oil, and play the campaign written by our keeper, set in season 1 of our show with NPCs and player characters from that part of our here campaign. Without further ado, let's get to a show. We have a full cast of characters tonight. My name's Arthur. I am playing Franny. I am joined by Emily as Jo, Scott as Cully, Wayne as Rutherford, Rick as Bello, Chris as Boone, and as always, Michael is our incredible keeper. That's that guy over there. Michael, the show is all yours.
Hey, thanks for joining us under the library. We are a tabletop RPG set in the Call of Cthulhu universe. We are immature people dealing with mature themes. And tonight's content warning requires its own content warning. So if you have sensitive ears or have any concerns about the Richard word, this content warning features the Richard word 7 times. So I heard this expression this past week, and then I had some thoughts that followed it. And I thought, well, if any of our listeners have those thoughts, they'll know they're in the right place. And the expression was, go eat a bag of dicks. And then I had the following kind of thoughts. Well, a bag of dicks? Are they human dicks? Where did the bag of dicks come from? Where are the owners of these dicks? And how many dicks are in a bag of dicks? And most importantly, does that make the person suggesting it a cannibalism advocate? Have they eaten a bag of dicks? So I repeated questions 1 through 4 and then said, did they cook them? But no, tonight's episode has no plans for cannibalism or phallus snacking. But if you're laughing, you should join us. If you feel profoundly disturbed, join us on Up Your RPG with a far more PG approach. And with that, I'll turn it over to Emily for last week's recap.
You said 7. There were 8 plus a phallus.
I don't think he ever minds a little bit of extra dick.
So
He
I
tried to
have
sneak it in there.
All right, Scott just won the episode.
Funny.
Scott is our cannibalism advocate, by the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I had a roommate in college used that phrase, but he always said it was hotter than a bag of dicks whenever it was super hot outside. I don't know what it meant.
Nope, he gets crickets.
So let me summarize.
Yes, thank you. Please rescue us from this.
As we began last week, Jo was asking Bello about his experiences at the facility, and he was being secretive and avoidant. But she continues to push, and he eventually shared the truth about the situation with Paula, that he was triggered by her screams and punched her in the throat to stop her. The trigger was his violent childhood, and he went into some detail about his past and his family, his rough family life. Jo relates to this and thinks of her own experiences with her family that she's discussed at this point with a few different characters. But then Bello shares that he made a deal with a devil. And this throws Jo into a spiral of guilt and memories of her own otherworldly summoning. At the same time, Franny seems to be accepting of Bello's past trauma as an explanation for Paula's death, although character or player art is not comfortable, for the record, with this explanation. And at this point, when Jo is trying to deal with all of this information, she does continue with her nervous tic, rubbing her thumb and finger together in a very intense way, to the extent that she breaks through existing blisters and starts bleeding. Downstairs, Rutherford is successful in blowing up the image from the negatives and getting a picture on paper. He sees a face that he doesn't recognize with the background in a car, and the face is badly scarred through the forehead and down the cheek. A man is heavily bearded and balding on top, and Rutherford immediately thinks that this was from the night of the abduction. He hypothesizes that the other house may have more pictures from the camera because Cully searches the room but can't find any here. Rutherford also remembers a strange button on the jacket that might have actually been a lens and could hold another image. So he, in thinking about this, stares off and starts to have another vision from Richard's perspective of the scarred man throwing him in the car. But because of this, Rutherford questions his own intuition, because he is having multiple visions at this point of memories that are clearly not his. Switching focus for a minute, we have Boone driving the punch buggy. Doodlebug. Sorry. Wrong.
Punch buggy.
Darn it.
No punchbacks.
I knew it didn't sound right. Driving the Doodlebug. Arrives in Santa Fe around 2:30 or 3 a.m. Sees a liquor store that's closed. Pounds on the wooden frame, but fights his temptation, but feels angry that he offered to bring Duke alcohol in the first place. Angry at alcohol, angry at himself. Battles his demons, gets back in the car, waves of emotion. He's torn between returning for Duke and returning to the group to explain his actions and replace the chicken mobile. And that is where we ended.
That's your cue,
All
Michael.
right. Yep. I'm just figuring out all the fun things to happen to y'all this evening. So
Oh dear.
just trying to collate them all onto one page of paper, but they just won't fit.
I feel like I should be
All right.
frantically creating my actual character from the backstory that I have while we're playing.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go to Dole's house
well,
right now.
Actually, Jo hasn't done anything offensive, but Emily, on the other hand, should probably be rolling.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but you can't hold that against Jo. How would that fit into our narrative?
All right. Then I'll just continue to hold it against Emily.
Wow.
Maybe I won't. Maybe Jo will get teleported to a wonderful nirvana state. Okay. Who
So this
wants
is
to
what
get
happens
tonight
when
started?
you tease Michael off the show. He gets really vindictive on the show. It's pretty funny.
Ah,
You messed with my dice, dude.
It's true. that would have thrown me for a loop too.
Okay. All right. So who's going to get us going?
I guess we were with Boone. So did you need to wrap up anything up, Boone? Because I was going to say we're back at the house. We had Rutherford, and I actually really do feel Rutherford would be exhausted at this point with his eye. So Rutherford wants to go to one of the comfortable couches and lay down, to be quite honest.
Yep. And as soon as you came out with the photo and Cully knew that things were sort of handled, I'm going up and curling in my bed and going to sleep.
Okay.
Yep. And then Rutherford takes the photograph with him and lies down with a little reading light and just is looking at it, sort of like that, looking at it and just poring over it in a dream state, and just the whole concept that he had thoughts that were Richard's and such like that. It's very confusing and makes no logical sense. So he's kind of looking at it like you would a page you're reading over and over again when you're kind of falling asleep.
Could you, as you're falling asleep, make a sand roll for me, Rutherford?
Absolutely.
No big reason, but let's have a little fun to get started
Just
with.
for fun.
Ooh, I got a 10, so we did pretty good.
All right. So then with that, you slip off into your dream state easily, and for the night you will sleep well and unplagued by your keeper.
Same with Cully.
Cully, you've no reason to probably make this roll other than all of the tragic events that have befolded the day before, but I think we've covered those quite well. So
I think if anything, Cully is just, I'm heartbroken, right? Like I'm just curled up and I'm just going to sleep and just want to shut out the world for a little bit.
Yeah, you're exhausted. All right. That takes care of those two. They're safe. What about you four?
Well, if we're gonna do this, we should probably do it. It's late.
Yeah, I agree. I think we probably should get there, unless there's any reason for us to get some sleep first and go to the lab in the morning. Let me just think about that for a minute. No. It seems that no one's going to mention any reason that
I think
it might be
from the
good.
basement you hear Cully going, "Go to bed, go to bed."
So I mean, I'll consult with the keeper here a little bit. It was our intention the last time we played for the three of us to go to the lab to test the samples from Richard's head before they degrade at all.
Yep.
I've got one of them sealed in the fridge with like brain matter around it.
Yep.
So sort of a two-part question. Is there any sort of story-driven reason that we would want to stay and sleep first and go to the lab in the morning? And in Franny's knowledge, her, based on her experience of what she's seen here and her experience with samples before, is there a reason that she would be, in a particular hurry to get these tests done? That's how it feels to me as Art playing Franny. Is I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety about these samples degrading overnight when the first samples degraded so quickly.
Why don't you go ahead and make your 98 intelligence roll, and then we'll see what Franny does.
And so while Emily was reading the recap, I had a little panic moment because when we were out of town, I brought my dice with me, and they are upstairs in my game bag. So I had to go and get other dice. So I am rolling dice that I have not rolled in years.
That might be good for you, buddy.
It might be good because those other ones have not been treating me well recently.
No, they haven't.
Let's see what we got.
You should leave them upstairs in a backpack. You should teach them a lesson.
I kind of ricked it. So that is definitely a success. Can't be a hard success. So
that's fine.
Might be a hard success. Definitely not an extreme success.
Well, I think that Franny here, I'll just tell you what Franny would be weighing the options between is that there's obviously been a major incident at the labs, which is going to lead to heightened security. You're now aware that Bello was implicated, right?
Yep.
In that
probably
situation.
Shouldn't go there.
So you're now kind of weighing this issue of the sample, which does seem to have stabilized in the brain matter, against risking exposure with Bello. So that's where I'll leave it for you, Franny. You make your own decision.
Well, Joe, I do think that this sample seems to be stable, whereas the other one was not. You're right, it is late, and we have all been through just a horribly taxing day, really all of us. And the other part is we don't know where Boone is. I would hate for him to return and for us to not be here. The other part is I don't think we can bring Mr. Poulet with us anymore, knowing what we've just discussed. I think it would be just dangerous for him to go there at this point. It might even be dangerous for you to go there. If someone thinks that you are, somehow in cahoots with him, if they saw you two together.
Well, I don't think anyone would have seen me with him because I was just in the chicken mobile the whole time.
Okay. Did anyone see you in the chicken mobile?
Well, I mean, I guess I was selling some chicken. We made some announcements.
And you did help me back to the car there, Joe. Yeah, when I was all beaten bagged, you helped shuffle me up and out past all the gates.
Dear.
So
Yes,
you may be a wanted person as well, although I don't know why I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I don't know about that, but in there also seems to be some sort of malevolent force that has it out for you right about now. So we might want to, sort of let that settle a little bit, rather than give that horrible being an opportunity to do something to you right now.
Yeah, so you're talking about the devil?
Something like that, yes.
Yes.
He certainly has been referred to by that name in the past.
Yes.
I mean, I'm fine either way. I just want to figure out what's going on here for Cully's sake.
Wow, me too. And it might be. I would hate to separate you and Cully right now. I feel like he might need you. He certainly has been through a lot. He has had a tremendous loss tonight. The more I think about it, I think it just might be a good idea for us all to get some rest.
I think that makes some sense. I think us venturing there in the middle of the night, we're more apt to cause such a ruckus, as they say in Kentucky. It'd be a bit more louder than a bag full of roosters.
Is that what they say in Kentucky?
That is. You see, that's a reference to the opener of this. Okay, we can keep. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, so I guess we'll find some comfy spots and get some sleep.
All right, so we'll put the 5 of you to bed, and you're all having a nice.
Make sure
sleep.
the doors are locked, and maybe leave a note for Boone on the door to give a knock if he gets home.
Yeah, Joe, you want to give me a power roll before you go to bed?
Uh-oh.
Well, sure. Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
Where's my POW? Oh, I failed. I failed.
Oh dear.
Shucks. Bummer. How bad you fail? Like 96 fail?
No, just like 83 fail.
Okay. All right, and then let's see. Oh, I just have to reach over here for these dice. Let's see how well that you messed them up. All right. So you take 3 points of sand damage as you're going into sleep, and your mind is kind of flooded with events that happened in your house that night. We've referenced it enough. We probably don't have to go over them again.
Joe's already there.
Maybe your mom holding out her hand, screaming, no, 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 no.
No, no, no.
Okay. All right. And then, so we'll leave the 4 of you to your sweet dreams and Joe to her nightmare riddled evening. And we'll cut over to Boone, who's chugging along on the road. He remember had that moment in Santa Fe in the wee hours of the morning, and you're pulling up to the house, and
I'm going to turn off the engine a distance from the house and use the momentum to coast. Because I'm assuming everyone's asleep. I don't want to wake anyone up.
Sure. And as you make it into the driveway, there's an unidentifiable vehicle parked in the driveway.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Should I roll to see if I rear end it?
What's that?
Should I roll to see if I rear end it? Because I turned off the vehicle, and then I'm like going to whip it into the driveway. I was expecting there to be one vehicle.
Yeah, I think then. Oh, if you cut it off, then and it's late at night, maybe you make a drive. You decide.
Yeah, I'll
leave that
off,
up to you.
Yeah,
make a driving roll
off.
then. Sure, make a driving roll then.
R.I.P. Doodlebug.
I inexplicably I made it.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
That's got to be a really low roll, I would imagine.
Must have used like the handbrake to.
Yeah. So you're pulling into the driveway, your Boone senses light up as you're pulling in, and you see this car inexplicably, and you throw the I don't know, was there a handbrake? Sure.
Yeah.
You throw the handbrake and come to an abrupt stop before you rear end the vehicle. Make a spot hidden as you do this.
Let me see if that works. 64 spot hidden is nope, I did not make it.
Okay. And you do find it unusual, but
now had I seen Richard's car before?
Yeah,
so this is
yeah.
this is not Richard's car.
No, this is not Richard's car. This is most definitely, in fact, you weren't outside at the theater though either, correct?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, did you see Richard get abducted?
Yeah.
Oh, then you can make a wisdom or intelligence roll on this one.
That's 17. Yes, I made it.
Holy cow. Okay, right. You're almost positive that the car in the driveway belongs to the people who abducted Richard.
Okay, then I just go down flat, open the door, and try to sneak out and around I open the door a crack, try to sneak out around the back and survey, see if I can see anyone in there, see if anyone gets out to see me.
Okay. So let's say let's just kind of position this for you. The house would be about 30 to 40 feet away from you. The driveway up the left side of the house. You're the third car now in line from the house, and tell me where you are.
So I went to the passenger side because my assumption is if that happened and they're like looking up, they're going to expect the driver's door to open.
Got it. Okay.
And then I opened the passenger side door crack just enough to like snake down.
Okay.
And around the back of the flatbed. So I'm behind the car, looking out over the flatbed of it towards the other car.
Got it. All right.
So if I see someone come in, I can like dive under the car or run to a tree or something.
Okay. Then make another spot hidden then from there.
Nope. I didn't.
Okay.
Did not make it.
Yep, yeah, it's dark. That's okay. All right. And then let's see what happens from here. This is curious. We'll leave it up to the dice then. Dun dun dun. Oof. These replacement dice. You should have left me with my old dice, Emily. That's all I can say. All right. So, Boone, you're standing there kind of staring at the front of the house.
Crouched.
Yeah. I need to know where everybody went to sleep. This is probably important. Cully, you're obviously in your room in the basement. Rutherford, are you in the basement near Cully, or did you go back upstairs? You're muted, Rutherford, but we'll move on while you unmute.
There you go. I found a nice mid-century modern couch in his office area, actually, where he...
Okay.
Except it's not mid-century yet. That would be the 50s.
Well, no, Richard's style. He's ahead of his
he's
time.
very ahead of his times.
Okay.
That's my whole sense of it. It's like that. He's like...
Yeah, he designed his own furniture.
It's all right. It's actually Bauhaus design.
Franny, where are you?
I was picturing a couch just in the living room.
Okay. You could have gone home too, right, Franny?
Yeah, I don't think Franny would have done that.
Okay.
She would feel too invested with this group to leave.
Mr. Poulet?
Yes, sir. I would have looked first for my vehicle to see if I could sleep in my comfort of my own abode.
Yeah, well, it ain't there.
Oh, no. Okay. Do I see anything?
Well, where would you have gone to look? Did you just look out the window, or did you actually go out?
Well, I presume it was in the front of the house. So I would have.
So the other car might have been there.
There was no other car then.
Okay.
Then when I look, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Earlier in the evening. Well, it sounds like everyone's downstairs. So is there a spot upstairs, Keeper? I presume.
Well, no, Franny or Rutherford's in the office and Franny's in the living room upstairs. The only one downstairs so far is Cully.
I think Bello was assuming there's a second floor to this home, to this mansion.
Oh, I thought there was. Am I wrong here? No.
Sure. There is now. Sure, we can have a second floor.
I love the upstairs. I'll be heading up there.
Okay.
Chicken loves to roost up top, you see.
All right, we'll put you in the guest room. Is that okay then?
It's like a stage set where there's stairs that go nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Bello just keeps on walking up. In fact, that's probably pretty metaphorical for what's about to happen.
And Jo, where would you like to die? I mean, sleep.
I will go sleep with Cully platonically. Play.
Platonically
is a different thing.
Sorry, my bad.
A little platonic with vodka. It's good every time.
No.
We're playing spoons. All right,
No.
All right, so you're down in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need everybody to make a listen roll, including Boone, at this point.
Okay.
Oh, so they're not listening to me screaming?
Did you scream?
No, I'm just imagining a future where I'm being rent limb from limb. And
Did
you say listen roll?
Yeah, and just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down on it. Doesn't matter how good or bad you did on it.
Let me see.
Huh. Holy crap.
So that is
Whole
all
lot of good
thumbs
listen
up.
rolls.
All thumbs up. 6 thumbs ups.
Wow.
All right. So then you all awake to the sound of glass breaking. Boone, you hear the glass breaking, and you're pretty sure it's from the most easter. If we just put you kind of at a southwest corner of the house, you hear it from the most easterly direction of the house. Does that help? Okay.
So the other side of the house from where I am.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody make an astounding success on that listen roll?
No.
A hard success by one.
Hard. Okay. You hear it right below you, Bello. You hear this glass breaking. Is
there a window there?
Sure. And right below you, you know to be Richard's bedroom.
Oh my lord! This is going to be fascinating.
Yeah, they're going to get mouthful.
I guess I will. Yeah, right. I will poke my head. Does a window open? It's probably a bad idea.
Oh, your window.
Yeah.
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 Yes, it opens.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and open that window. And I'm gonna first listen, just like a crack.
You
and
need two hands to open the window, or just one?
Oh, fucking A.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Well, fortunately, Richard's house is fairly modern
Yeah.
and new, so you'll be okay with your one hand and one
how did
side
you
of your
get
face.
such a good listen check with a tortellini ear?
He's still got one good ear.
I got one good ear, and the other one's like a photograph now. I don't know. Let's just keep on going. So I listen first with my tortellini ear. Do I hear anything down there?
I'm so... You're in the second floor of a home.
Yeah, you said there was sounds directly beneath. Like, am I hearing chitter chatter? Am I hearing the sounds of a?
And everyone knows how quietly wooden framed windows open.
All right, fuck it. I take a look out the window. Do I see anything down there?
Make a luck roll.
That is what's my luck? Oh, that's right. My luck's in that garbage. No, I'm an unlucky chicken.
Okay, so you look down and you don't see anything.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'll take is there Is there a like? Is there a roof or a ledge or anything of that second story?
While Bello contemplates the geometry of the surrounding landscape and triangulates it with the time it needs. If anybody else wants to do anything, y'all just feel free to jump in here.
So when I hear it break,
yeah,
I'm going to obviously make sure, Joe, you're awake, and I'll go, Joe, I just heard glass breaking. Did you hear
she's
it?
awake, all right.
I heard it.
She screams a little bit. Joe, what would you
scream.
scream from your nightmares as you wake up to glass breaking?
Mom, no.
Oh, you cut out, the mic cut you out when you screamed.
No. Mom, no.
Oh
My.
Joe.
That is terrible.
That's terrible.
That is awful.
That might affect a more compassionate keeper's heart.
So,
all right, go ahead, Cully.
Joe, do you think it was just someone dropping something? Do you think it was like Bello doing something stupid again, or do you think maybe
it sounded like glass? I need to go.
Unfucking believable.
We need to check.
I'm gonna check. So I've got my slingshot. Do you have any kind of weapon? What if it's the guys that came for Richard and they're coming back to get his photos or to get something from the house because they didn't know we were here?
Keeper, do I see a baseball bat or
Is there a stick of dynamite lying by where I'm sleeping?
No.
Let's see. What is Joe most likely to harm herself with?
What would be in a basement? Cully, what's in your room?
I mean, there's not much. It's just a dresser and
Lubriderm.
Wow.
If you want to shoot Bello at any point, please do that. Yeah, I mean, there's a dresser, there's the bed, there's not much. But it's a basement. I'd assume that there's at least tools, right?
You could break one of the picture frames and hold the raw piece of glass. I hear that would work well.
No.
So there's hammers, there's screwdrivers, there's probably a saw. Like, it's a basement. It's how many basements don't have tools?
Did Richard have tools, Keeper?
Make a luck roll.
That's wonderful.
But that's also where he was doing the photo development, correct? Yeah.
No. That's a 99.
Oh my God.
It was only on looking for a hammer.
Oh, and the gods are with me.
Oh, come on.
There's a shotgun, but it shoots backwards.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh God!
Oh,
don't bounce up and down and look up at the ceiling like
Don't
that.
bounce up and down and look up at the ceiling and go,
I know. Ugh.
That was pretty
Do you
terrible.
need an early break, Keeper?
What sort of keeper chair do you have there, Keeper?
He needs a break. He needs about 30 seconds.
Rick is far too curious about all of this. As you notice, he pulled all of those products from under his desk. I just want to point that out. Okay. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did your mom die?
Oh God.
Oh my Lord.
Oh.
Well, the creature ran into her, knocked her over, and slit her throat with a big claw, and then just left her there.
Okay. So as you're searching the basement, you find a stuffed wolverine, and you kind of pushed away into the side with its claws kind of exposed to reach out. And as you do, it flashes to your memory of the beast kind of slashing your mom's throat. You can make another sand roll.
Oh, that's wonderful. My sanity's pretty low now. I think that might be a failure. That's a failure.
One roll against taking all your clothes off and running around the house. Does anyone get that reference, or is that just going to be really weird?
It's gonna be
Did we
real
do that?
weird.
Did we do that? No, we didn't do that. We didn't
Yeah,
do that.
we did not tell that story on
That,
the
that
air.
was a
that was a pre-show
That was
story.
a pre-show story.
Yeah.
Nope. That was
It
just a
was
story
intended
he
to be
came
a
out with just
callback.
now.
Yeah.
No, not even a callback. None of us have any idea why would you make
Well,
such a
no one got Michael's reference to the Lubriderm.
That was
big
Rick's
jug
reference.
of Lubriderm. Yes, but that was before the show as well.
Right.
So let
yeah.
me just explain that to the audience.
Nope. No, let's
that,
not. Let's
Rick
just move
has a
on.
Giant. Okay.
No need to explain that. We can just keep on going.
Well, I guess my disclaimer or my content warning was on point tonight.
Yep.
All right, Joe.
Hmm?
Paging Joe.
Sorry, I gotta write the stuff. I'm
Oh,
listening.
Yeah, you got to write this down. All right. Can you give your best scream?
I can, but the mic wouldn't even take my mom. No.
Can you turn your head away from the mic a little?
You might
See
want
if
to.
it works.
What?
Do you want to warn
Tell me.
Dan?
Tell me,
warn Dan.
Oh,
before
Dan's
you...
fine. Dan
Okay.
knows what I'm doing.
Okay.
Tell me from a sound perspective what I should do so that the scream will not get cut. Turn the mic around.
You could turn the gain
myself
down.
around.
Dan's used to her screaming like this. This is good. This is what we just
I
learned.
think the gain's down as far as it goes.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Boone, you hear this. Everybody else in the house hears this because
Wait, did mine
Did that
not
cut
cut
out?
out?
It
Did that
cut out
cut
just
out?
a little bit, but it cut out enough so that we could still hear it. Chris has cut out
Okay.
more.
Okay.
yeah, it was
See,
like you
I screamed
because
at
you slowly amped the scream up.
Yeah.
But wait. Let's just
okay.
yeah. So everybody hears this scream. Cully, obviously you do. Boone, you hear it from outside the house.
Mm.
Joe, you take 7 points of sand damage right now.
Oh, you're gonna be crazy, Joe.
Crazy old
Crazy
Joe.
Joe.
Crazy Joe.
How much do you have left?
when
I don't
it's
want to
relevant,
overdo
I
it
am
here. How much do you have left?
I'm fine.
Michael, when
Plenty.
it's relevant, I'm sprinting over to Joe.
How big of a
See
room
what's
is
happened.
this? To
Yeah.
sprint.
Who cares how long? I mean, if it was 4 feet away, I'd still.
It's more of a
I-
leap at that point, but
It's not really a sprint. It's more.
Cully,
of a hop.
Joe
Shut up,
is
Dick.
trembling and unmoving and staring at oddly this stuffed Wolverine on the floor that you've never seen, and you
So
wonder why in the world
I
Richard
can
has it.
see visibly she is staring at the Wolverine, correct?
That is correct.
All right, I am picking up the Wolverine and I'm carrying it out of the room and I'm just throwing it in some corner far away. And then I'm
Okay.
coming back to Joe.
you're not going to hold it up and say, "Is this what you're screaming at?"
Look at these
It's
claws.
just a Wolverine. It wouldn't hurt anybody. His
So
name is Billy. I love him.
Oh, Billy. All right, so I run him out and then I come back and I'm going to just, Joe, are you okay? What? It's gone. I don't know what scared you about the Wolverine, but I got rid of him.
The claws. It was the claws. They were. I can't talk about this right now. I can't.
Listen, can you stay here? I'll stay with you for now. We'll go up in a minute. Just take a minute and catch your breath, and then we'll go check out what's going on. I'm sure I'm gonna go just make sure that Rutherford or someone is taking care of this, and I'll be right back.
Where
stay
where
here
is
for-
it? Where are the claws?
They're gone. I threw them in the other room. It's in a corner. You don't have to see them.
I can't stay here alone. I'm gonna come with you.
Okay, walk with me. We won't go all the way up. Let's just make sure that Rutherford or someone else is awake. So stay right
It's
with
gonna
me.
be fine. It's gonna be
Okay,
fine.
and I've got
be fine.
I've got my
It's gonna be
a
fine.
stone. It's in my slingshot, and I'm it's not obviously pulled tight, but it's just sort of ready to go. And I'm going to start with Joe, like right with me, sort of half holding onto her arm. I'm going to start heading up the stairs.
You should know that nothing is consoling Joe, and every 30 seconds to a minute something causes her to panic and scream, regardless of how close she is to you.
You need another scream keeper.
Every 30 seconds.
Like to a minute. So as y'all are, as the rest of you in the house, first there's glass breaking, and now there's only Franny and Jo in the house. Oh, I wish it didn't clip.
Yeah, that one really cut off.
So good.
Yeah, that one really cut off.
Uh,
All right, as soon as I hear the second scream, I say, screw this. And I'm taking you back down to the place that we were. So
I'm not going. That's
even
where the
if
claws are.
they're in the other room.
I can't. I have to get away.
Okay. We'll go up, but I don't want to get shot. So let's try not to get shot. And if you feel like you got to scream again, just try to scream into your arm, maybe, because we don't know who's up here.
That's very logical of you, Cully.
Thank you. Cully's getting older and more mature and realizing that bullets go through things.
So Keeper, hearing those screams, it's quite triggering for Bello, as we discussed in the prior episode. So Bello,
Are you gonna punch me in the throat?
Secret weapon. Throat punch.
As soon as I see Bello coming, I'm getting my slingshot ready.
You look like one of those fighting nuns.
yeah, but with one arm.
Oh, yeah.
Were you standing there looking out the window when that scream happened?
Yes.
Punching through the window?
I don't know. I suppose that might have happened.
No, you said you would open the window, right?
That's true. I had opened it. And at this point, I'm grabbing the gun that I took from the office of the person in the other thing, and I'm gonna
the
start
office
heading.
mate of the woman you killed.
The director of the woman I sort of maimed, and so I will go down. I didn't kill her. The stampede killed her. So I will.
Bello's got a gun.
Bello's got a gun, and he's gonna start heading downstairs.
Yeah, I recognize that melody.
You.
I love that a not really compliment to me was actually a huge insult to Rick. That was well done.
I think we decided to go to sleep instead of doing something potentially dangerous, like go to the facility.
Yeah, that was very smart of us.
The keeper's hands.
This is why I said I don't want to be involved in your decision about what you do for the night.
Well, so I stay on the same time stream. As soon as I heard the glass break, I'm going to grab the tire iron out of the little box on the back.
Yep.
And I'm going to scooch along the passenger side of the strange vehicle.
Okay, so you're on the exposed side of the strange vehicle, just so you're aware. Actually, yeah, you're on the exposed side of the strange vehicle.
Yes, but it's ahead of me.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so I'm on the passenger side of my vehicle.
Yes.
I grab the thing, I scooch along as quickly and low as I can.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop up. And if there's someone in there, I'm just going to drive the tire iron through their head.
So just to be clear, are you preemptively driving the tire iron, or are you waiting to see if there's somebody there?
Preemptively.
Okay. So yeah, you smash right through the window and make a luck roll. Let's see how your arms come out of this.
I hope it's not a kitten. 35. I made.
Okay. So you're fine. The glass shatters, and you kind of hook the tire iron right around the edge of the window. And as you pop up, there's nobody in there.
Okay.
Franny, upon glass break, is going to jump up from the couch. And I don't know if this is right or not, but I'm envisioning the living room sort of at the end of the house, and then kitchen almost attached, like L-shape style, and then bedroom beyond that.
Yeah, because the bedroom,
like bathroom, bedroom,
and then the study was on the other side, right? Like it was almost like a living room, kitchen, and then kind of a dividing wall with the kitchen, or with his bedroom on the like if you were facing the back of the kitchen on the right-hand side and his study on the left-hand
That's
side.
very close to what I was thinking. Okay, so Franny's going to be booking through the kitchen. On her way through, she's going to grab the largest knife or rolling pin or frying pan that she happens to see on the way by. Whatever that happens to be, and then
Make a luck roll.
into the bedroom.
Yeah.
Side
We're doing
note, did that
we're
scream,
making up for a whole season worth of rolling tonight.
did that scream come through?
No. You have to gradually kind of
But
escalate into
I
it.
went away.
Oh,
Okay.
Because your microphone doesn't pick up away sounds unless it's Joey barking.
Oh.
what would happen if you screamed upwards?
What?
I for those not watching on the YouTube channel, I am holding up the 100 that I just rolled.
Oh,
What was that for?
That was my luck roll
Oh.
in the kitchen, grabbing whatever.
Oh, grabbing a knife.
So, am I
guess you
gonna
wouldn't-
run in there with like a rolled up piece of newspaper?
I mean, I think you grab it on the other side and your fingers
Right.
chop
or
off,
yeah,
right?
you reach into the knife drawer
Oh,
and
jeez.
Yeah.
Stop giving him ideas, the two of you.
just brainstorm it.
This is kind of how season 1 ended, right? Like
Christ.
it was supposed to be this thing, and then all of a sudden, like nobody could roll below 95,
Yeah.
and so like the season ended. Is that what we're gonna do tonight?
Oh,
Can y'all just let me
sweet
know?
Jesus.
Is that what we're going for?
No. Joe's gonna be fine.
Ish.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But I mean, the rest of you, the other 5,
Yeah,
is that
poor
what
Franny.
we're going for?
We'll see.
Apparently, it runs in the family.
All right. So, Franny, what do we do here? You can't insult these people. That won't work. And say condescending things to them.
I mean, just spitballing here. Maybe there just isn't a great weapon, and Franny just makes her way past.
Okay. I tell you what.
Can we take a break while you're contemplating this?
I was just about to say
That's a great
looks
idea.
like a good time to take a break. So we'll take a little break, and then I'll figure out 100, Franny,
Yeah.
whole 100.
Yeah, and great. We're going to give the keeper more time to think about it. All right, let's
that's a
take.
special
Doesn't
gift.
100 wrap around, and so it's actually better than a 1?
Yeah, it's actually a 0. It's better than a 1. I think that I like that idea. Thank you, Scott. Let's take 5-10 minutes, have a pee, and we'll be back on the other side. And we are back from break. Michael, it's all yours. Franny
You're gonna
is
hate me, Franny.
a
I'm
little
sorry.
scared.
Yeah. So you're racing into the kitchen. You're looking for a knife, and Bello is running down the stairs, if you'll remember, to see what's going on.
Oh,
Oh, I hate where this is going.
Oh, I love where this is going. I mean, I hate it. It's terrible.
With a 38 revolver in hand. He bounds. You basically bound into each other in the kitchen. And the revolver goes off.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can I see how much damage? Can you roll for damage on that revolver, Bello?
Did you say
Sure.
it was a 38 at point blank range?
I mean, it could hit. It doesn't mean it has to like hit me in the heart.
I have it. All
I
right.
could lose a finger, or it could go through a hand. Who knows?
One dice I have.
Could get a little flesh wound on the arm.
Okay. A 4.
Ooh, that's
That's
a
right in
little
the-
more significant than
It's
a
right in
flesh wound.
the middle range. What is it out of a D8?
Yeah.
Okay. So and Franny, do you know what the damage is for a bladed weapon?
Me?
Wow, you're taking.
I would have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I have knives. Let me.
Yeah. Tell me how much damage a knife does.
It's a 1d4.
1d4 plus your DB.
Okay. So Franny, could you roll a 1d4 plus your DB?
Oh no, it's 1d4 plus 2 plus
Oh,
your DB.
okay.
No. Well, that's not mine. I have a knife and it's 1d4 plus your DB. So
I
that
have a-
might be your DB. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see what my what my DB is. Where the hell is my DB?
Sorry.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Where the hell is my... Oh, damage bonus is -1.
Wow.
So it's a 2, depending on which one you go with.
Wow.
Okay. So this is amazing. I just want y'all to know I rolled for where y'all... I have this wonderful little die that...
Oh,
shows
yeah.
you three
From
spots.
Savage
No.
Worlds, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God. It's in my other arm.
it is. It was so funny. I couldn't help it. All right. So anyway, Franny, you feel this incredibly sharp pain in your abdomen
Oh God.
as you
Gut
as you
shot?
hear the gun go off, and kind of instinctually, but you just turn with the knife, and Bello, you feel a sharp pain in your right arm, your last good arm, as the gun falls to the floor. Should we roll to see if the gun goes off as it hits?
100%.
Okay, then why
Wait.
don't you make a luck roll to see?
Is it a- wait,
and
is
as
it a-
Cully and Joe are coming up from the basement.
Is it a revolver?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
it cocks
Yeah, I guess.
and
I
goes
guess he
off
can't-
again?
I guess he can't really do that
Yeah.
unless he rolls 100. If he rolls
Yeah,
100,
yeah,
we'll
let's-
figure
I'm
figure
all
out a
for
good
it.
way for it too.
No, 27.
Okay. All right. So you hear the thud of the gun as it hits the floor, and you feel the warmth dripping all down your arm. Franny, you're holding your abdomen. You've dropped the knife at this point, basically into Bello's arm, and then you're kind of clutching your stomach. He only rolled a 4 damage, right?
Yep.
So we'll say it goes through the fleshy side of your abdomen. You're not like gut
Okay.
you're not gut shot over the navel or something
Yeah.
like that.
Their
Okay.
group doesn't need enemies or monsters. We're getting destroyed by ourselves and stuffed wolverines.
And bad memories.
Okay, so Boone, from outside, you've just heard a gun go off.
Okay, so now I think everyone's in trouble.
Joe and Cully, you've heard a gun go off from upstairs, and Rutherford, God bless you, who knows what you're doing, you've heard a gun go off.
So Rutherford, right from the beginning, when he heard the glass break, he goes into this mode where he stays silent, and he actually has on him
Like a
Rick.
statue. He
He has-
stands in the corner.
He already has Rick's gun, so he has that. So he pulls it out from underneath the postmodern couch, and
Wait a minute, how
so
do you have Rick's gun?
No, you mean Richards.
Richards?
Well,
Rick,
Rick-
sorry, Rick.
Rick,
Yeah,
yeah.
Richards.
Yeah,
Richards.
okay.
Richards gun. Yes,
Okay.
you got that. That was the
Oh,
first
yes. Oh, in game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And Rutherford would stay quiet. His first notion is you stop, you stay in the dark and you listen when someone's coming in. And he's very careful that way. But then he would have heard all the other mayhem, the scream and the gunshot. And then he's thinking there's intruders and such. And the intruders are probably going to be going towards, what did we do with Richard's body? Is it still lying in the room that he was in?
Y'all didn't
Yep.
do a thing with Richard.
Yep. So
the
that's
whole
what-
room is still like covered.
Yep. And so that's where, and what room was that?
His bedroom.
His bedroom. So that's where Rutherford goes. He quickly makes his way to Richard's room because he has a sense if anyone's there or there's something about Richard with this camera, with these other things going on. Richard's body is perhaps important.
As you're making your way there, right, there's a huge gunshot off to your left. And I'm assuming Franny probably says something like, "You dumbass, Bello," or something along those lines. But basically right off to your left there's this whole thing happens.
So this is going up the stairs, down the stairs, because the layout of the house is a little confusing.
It was both. Or one was down the stairs, the other was out, and they sort of
And Richard's bedroom is on the same level as his office.
Correct. And on
Yeah.
the same level as
The kitchen and the living room.
Oh, that's right. You stayed in the office.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. My bad. So the office. So you would have bypassed all this. Actually,
Yeah.
you would have. Well, you would have heard a gunshot behind you. You're kind of encroaching on his bedroom.
Yep.
And you hear this gunshot go off behind you.
And so this is where this is more danger. And so there, Rutherford would be like, a gunshot is proving there's intruders who are intent on something valuable within the house. They know something, but the only thing that was valuable we were finding was hidden on Richard's body. So Rutherford goes to the room where the body is, and that was his bedroom, and there was the chair in there and the such like that. And he goes over to where the body is and quietly by the bed and has
Whoa.
that's his plan. So that's the plan.
Oh, that's the plan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say that you're. How do you approach the bedroom door?
Oh, would we have left it open or closed? I don't know if there was anything in that area.
No, you wouldn't want Cully to see it.
Okay. So he would go to the door, and the intruders, of course, could already be in there. So he would,
Correct.
with all the mayhem going out there, this could be multiple intruders, and that could be a diversion. So he would listen at the door. Hold the handle quietly, and then listen at the door.
Okay, make a listen roll.
Okay.
So while he's doing that, I will say, Michael, what I was expecting you to do is to have Franny fall on the gore in the kitchen, like slip on it as she's running through.
That would have been great because it would not have injured Bello. That would have been actually who didn't roll.
She could have been like sliding along like a slip and slide, doing a windmill with the knife.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. So right as you put your ear, I thought about that, but the reality is that it's 100, so it should be particularly, I know Bello's.
Yeah, it should involve somebody else.
It's wonderful flavor. I love it.
I'm just wondering. I'm actually wondering percentage of episodes in which Bello gets injured.
It's every episode. Every episode.
Hits all the episodes. All right. So as you put your ear to the door, that's when the gun goes off. Right as you go to listen, that's when Bello shoots Franny.
Okay.
And so everything right there, it's basically right around the corner from you. So it's incredibly loud. And then everything would have gone silent in the room if there was noise to hear.
So that's what I was going to say. Was there more commotion than after any commotion and scuffling because gunshots could rattle other people, or did the room go silent?
Yeah, it went silent.
And upon the silent aspect of it, then Rutherford would very slowly turn the handle of the door and very slowly push it in or out, whichever way it goes.
All right. Let me roll on that with my new dice, which are doing much better than y'all's dice.
Yep. I'm getting rid of these.
All dice are fine.
All right. So you very quietly open the door, and there's no creak or anything. And as you peek in, you see a silhouette in front of the window, standing up over Richard's bed, and a flashlight click off as you're peeking in there. So you know that there's two people in the room.
Okay, as would be. Let me see what Rutherford would do at this point. How far away from the door are they?
Not far, 10, 12 feet.
Okay. And at this, and it's Richard's body, and these are definitely the nefarious people from the factory. So in his mind, these are bad people. He has a Colt. Richard's gun was a Colt 38 automatic, so it's actually an automatic, which is kind of cool. So Rutherford.
That's good, because with your whole one good eye, you'll probably need an automatic.
Exactly. So Rutherford, the situation just warrants it. These people are not our people. A flashlight and stuff like that. Obviously, our people are people stabbing and shooting each other.
Right.
In the other part of the house. And so Rutherford would
it makes no sense to alarm them by pushing in the door and making any noise. Through the crack in the door, and he sees the silhouette in the window, he would shoot at the silhouette first, and then move to the other person standing there. All the standing figures he will start shooting at.
Okay. Make a firearms roll.
It's actually pretty good with a firearm. Let's see what happens. If there's any more. Let's see if there's any more hundreds out there to be had.
I just want to confirm that Rutherford is shooting at the silhouette in the window holding the tire iron.
All right. So Rutherford rolled a miss, but is going to burn 2 luck. It was a very close one. He's going to burn 2 luck to make it a hit.
You can't do that.
Oh, you can't do it on a shooting, right?
You can't do that. But it is an automatic, and
that's right.
I'd have to look at the rules, but it has something to do with the kickback. So roll again and tell me what you get.
Ooh, really good. 17.
Okay. And what happens if you add 10 to that?
I still got it by I got a hard success. Even
perfect.
With 10.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's we'll say that seems to make sense, right? The kickback adds like 10 points to your roll. So, all right, with your hard success, their roll, they basically didn't notice you though. So, yeah. Okay. And then roll for damage on that.
So, Chris, do you have the damage on a Colt 38? I think it's like a die 10, isn't it?
I don't have any. Does anyone else have any?
I can try and look it up quick.
I remember I thought I looked it up, and I don't have it written down.
Okay, while somebody researches damage, let's Cully and Jo, you're now hearing shots above you in the basement, right? There was one distinct shot, and now there's.
It was a 38.
1d10. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like 1d10.
1d10.
Yeah.
All right. 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that second, so the first bullet
1d10.
Goes off, and the person in front of the window actually spins to turn and fire at you, and you catch them, and they go straight down to the ground, whip around and fall on the ground. Ooh, but there's your problem, Rutherford.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm semi-concealed.
What's that?
Semi-concealed.
Yes, but as you shoot at that one, the door, you feel the door bump into your face slightly, and then you feel a tremendous pain in your chest, and you go down onto the ground. As you take 7 points of damage.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, right. How much damage was Franny supposed to take? Is it 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. Right. I got to put that in my character.
Rutherford know what happened to him?
No, he's out. I assume that's over half your hit points, right, Rutherford?
No, actually, Rutherford has a lot of hit points. I don't know how it happened in rolling. I did a quick roll up with a Pulp Cthulhu character, so he ended up.
Okay. You did a pulpy character. That's why.
I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Okay. How many hit points do you have?
There was 25, but they probably
87.
God.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had no idea like what you were doing. I know the other characters, so there's another number here, so we can. I have no idea. So it just says 25, but there's a.
Yeah, I would think about half that might make sense.
There's a formula. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Yeah. What is it?
My hit points are.
We're gonna have a
11.
rules moment here for a second.
Mine are 11.
Yeah, mine are 10.
It looks
like
has
it could
something
be, there's
to do
also
with your constitution and your strength. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was pretty.
Con
So anyway,
would make
there's
sense.
also another number that says current, and then there's another number that says.
Oh, it could be strength plus constitution divided by 10.
That sounds right.
Because
Actually,
that would give me 11.
yes,
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah, that's
So 12.
That would give
There
me
you go.
9, though.
We're going to go with
Okay.
12.
Oh,
Okay, so with 12, Rutherford, you're down to 5. And
Actually, I already was missing 2 from something way back when.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And since that was
jeepers.
probably just yesterday, in
Statistically
game time-
speaking,
Yeah.
it's a good
All right,
chance.
Rutherford, you go straight down into the ground, and you're out. Because that leaves you with two hit
Three.
points? Three,
3.
Yeah. So you're out.
Wow, we're doing great. Doing great,
Yeah,
guys.
let's keep up the good work. Cully, you're muted. You want to?
Well, I'm doing my
on
bit,
microphone time while
attacking
you-
empty cars outside.
So how far up the stairs did we make it? Are we on the stairs? Are we near?
Sure. At this point, yeah, you would be up the stairs, which puts you in the living room.
But you would have heard a gunshot. So how you would have
Right.
reacted
At this
to
point,
that.
they would have heard a lot of gunshots.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So
Oh, God.
I'm gonna say, Joe, we've got to hide.
Yes, because that was Joe's reaction. Anyway, I was essentially just wondering if I was going back downstairs to hide or upstairs to hide, depending on where we were. So at the top of the stairs, I don't have a clear layout of the house in my head,
Okay.
but we want to hide.
So, okay. So Richard's room is at one end of the house with his study, and then moving across is the kitchen and then the living room. The living room has a set of stairs that go down to the basement. Off
Okay.
of the kitchen is a set of stairs that go up to the 2 guest rooms that Bello engineered.
Okay. So we're in the living room.
Yes. Currently.
Do I fit under the couch?
The postmodern couch.
I would say
Behind the
behind the
couch.
couch. I would say
Yeah,
we could
you
probably.
could hide behind the couch.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd say we could probably move the couch out a teeny bit even, and go behind the couch. And I want to be sort of positioned so that I can still see, but I'm like sort of tucked behind there, and it's probably nice and dark out. So
I just want to remind you that you're hiding with somebody who has screamatic
Screaming.
outbursts every 30 to 60 seconds. But sure, you can
Not
hide
that
behind
one.
whatever.
Did that
yours
come
object you want.
through?
It tried to. It really tried to.
So we're in the living room. Is there a door to the outside from the living room? Like, where is the door relative to us?
So the front door kind of comes right into the kitchen area, which is what what Boone would be staring at from the outside.
Okay. So I'm going to say, Joe, if I know you're really upset, but if you're going to keep screaming, maybe we should go back in the basement, or we should go outside, because if you can't get that under control, hiding isn't going to do us any good.
It's the claws.
I know it's the claws, but the bullets are going to be worse than the claws in a minute.
I just have to hide. I'm just gonna hide behind the couch. Sorry, Cully.
And you're going to scream every 30 seconds.
I'm gonna scream every minute or so.
I just want to point out that I think that Michael named my punk band Screamatic Outbursts.
I know, that's great. Isn't that? That is something, man. Oh, and for future reference, it's size plus con divided by 10.
Okay.
Size plus con divided by 10. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was the divide by 10. I couldn't remember, but I knew it was size. Okay, cool. Thank you, Chris.
Size.
So, all right. So I guess with you hiding, I'm not going to leave you, but I know that hiding's not going to do any good. So I'm just going to sort of be near the couch, squatting down, and I'm going to be ready with the slingshot in case something comes in the room. But
Okay.
I'm not
You're a
going to
good
bother
friend,
hiding. It's not
Cully.
going to do
In
anything.
case Franny crawls in the room, you can finish her off.
Something's crawling in here.
I think it's a wolverine. Get it. Oh, poor Franny.
Poor Franny.
All right. Rutherford's out. He went down hard and fast. Franny,
Gross.
you're not doing well. Bello, Cully, you've kind of sequestered yourself. Bello, do you want to do anything?
Well, how functional is my arm? Now, you said I took a stab to it. Where was the stab? I guess is the.
It was
Oh,
more
you
like
know,
a slice.
right about here.
Let's not do that. Where was that?
Richard kept his knives very sharp, and you took a really nice slice right across the forearm. So it wouldn't impair like necessarily any muscular function, but you're bleeding significantly.
Interesting. Well, yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. If you were really cruel, you would say I can't use my thumb anymore, but I respect you as a keeper.
Why would you put that out there?
All right.
I'm my own worst enemy.
Store it away for future episodes.
Just keep that in the back of your mind. So I suppose at this point, I was like, Franny, what are you doing? You're causing such commotion. You hear that glass breaking?
Oh.
Say, oh, you.
Oh, no. I forgot. I forgot. I shot you.
Ouch.
And I say, anyone around? We got to down Franny, and I know that the glass was broken from the other room. Correct, Keeper?
Correct. Yes.
I would say, Franny, are you okay? I'm gonna go check out what that sound was.
No, I'm definitely not.
Okay, that sounds great. And I'm just gonna start heading down the hall to the other.
And Franny, you do one of those things where you just kind of like sit down at the base of the stairwell against the wall, and you're just kind of instinctively putting pressure on your wound.
Yeah, I'm picturing Franny curled up, like actually laying on her side, and
okay.
You know, holding on to the wound while, you know, sort of laying in the fetal position inside.
Yeah. Are we gonna have to, like, you know, just move forward 3 or 4 weeks in game after everybody's in the hospital?
Right.
Like recuperating?
Yeah, we might have to do that. Well, actually, I'm kind of looking forward to the scene where Franny gets helped by the doctor.
By the vet?
Yeah, that one. No, the vet is the vet the one that came to the.
No, it was a
doctor.
But
Yeah,
she
that
does
woman
have a lot of dogs. Yeah,
yeah, that one.
But I don't think you go to the doctor for a gunshot. I'm pretty sure.
Right, but you know, considering the circumstances, I figured someone would call her, but you know, I don't want to metagame it. I'm just kind of hoping for an interaction with her because she was a fucking great character.
Franny has a lot of thoughts and running through her head right about
yes,
now.
That's
so
true.
I'll be jumping down, headed towards the bedroom.
Okay.
Tripping over
Unarmed,
Rutherford.
just with your bleeding arm?
No, with my I picked up the gun. I'll pick up the gun.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
He literally is unarmed.
Oh.
Oh, boo.
All right. So what do you do when you get to the bedroom?
Well, presumably the door's closed and I see Rutherford passed out on the ground.
No, Rutherford is laying on the ground in a pool of blood, and the door's cracked open.
Oh, well, I put my this door open in. The opens in.
You hear a lot of voices, or not a lot, I should say, but you hear muffled voices kind of hurriedly speaking in the other room.
Okay, and I will crouch down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of project my I got the gun in one hand, so I'm projecting my voice, and I'm going, who's in there? Come on out with your hands up, and we can talk about this. Why are you breaking into Mr. Richard's home?
Make a luck roll.
Oh no! Bullets go through wooden doors, especially interior doors.
That's why I did not make it. I didn't critically fail, but I didn't make it.
You didn't make it. All right. Oh, fuck, Bello.
I was crouching. Specifically said I got down.
Oh, Bello.
Don't do this. From one of us, bro.
Bello, why would you like that? I want to, as like, this is, why would you call out to somebody who just killed your friend? I'm just curious.
Whoa, killed?
Well, he doesn't
not
know.
killed. Sorry, I shouldn't say killed.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Why? Nice.
Why would you call out this? Like your friend is laid out on the floor in a pool of blood. Why would you call out?
I think we've established that Bello
That's
does not make sane decisions.
Yeah, it's totally in keeping with Bello's character.
It is.
No,
How many hit points did Bello have?
I had 8.
Oh, he's trying to think of a nice way to break it to you.
Really?
Apparently that was a D10.
Crouch? I get nothing for the crouch? All right.
Would you say your goose is cooked?
So you showed them where you were.
Your chicken is fried?
Okay. You know what? I shouldn't leave that up to a luck roll. That's a little big to leave up to a luck roll. Let me leave it up to a firearms roll on their hand.
That sounds far more appropriate.
For those not watching the video,
extreme success.
Michael just made a face that sort of spells the demise.
Yeah, he kind of winced.
More chicken.
Oh boy.
You're going to be greaseless.
Yeah.
Yep. Just have some
Hello.
pineapple, Rick.
There's a strange wafting motion as the door pushes back and forth, and you have this moment where the gun feels light in your hands, and you see it falling to the floor, and it actually goes off. I'm gonna give you this. The gun goes off. Make a roll on that.
That is a 12.
Okay. And wow. Is that and then make a damage on your firearms roll. That's got to be like a hard success, right?
Yeah, let's see here. 4 and 6, 10. 4 and 6.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, wow. So you know what? I'm gonna give you a little more agency here.
Wait, did you add your damage bonus? You don't add your damage bonus to firearms.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
So the you feel this strange sensation, and you're watching your hand as you pull the trigger, and you don't feel yourself pulling the trigger, but you see the gun go off and this bright spark. And as you do, you don't feel any pain, Bello. And it's been a long time since you haven't felt any pain. And there's a strange scent in the air.
Uh-huh.
And it's the smell of Cracker Jacks and grass, and you're at a baseball game with your dad. And
oh no.
And you're having this wonderful moment in the stands, and the fly ball comes up over it, and you feel yourself falling backwards as you catch the ball, and the seat catches you. And then it's dark, and there's nothing of Bello.
Well, I don't know what. I mean, I'm dead now, so I don't really have a. I don't. Mm-hmm.
You could drop the accent.
Is there any final moments?
Please don't.
Is there any final moments you would like Bello to have?
Yeah, I would like you to. Do I have a vision, or do I have a moment with the deal maker?
You fall back into the seat, and there's this wonderful moment where you think, oh, nothing hurts. Nothing. I don't hurt emotionally. I don't hurt physically.
It's great. Mm-hmm.
And
then your father's skin peels away. It kind of shrivels and cracks from the face.
Uh-huh.
And what you witness would be indescribable. It's not something that your mind can counter, because it gives you such a gut feeling of fear, and you feel yourself shitting yourself. and the smell and the absolute paranoia that things are crawling over you, and you hear in your voice, or you hear in your ears a voice, and it says, "I've come to make our contract finish." And your skin, yeah? You want to go for something, Bello?
I would love to. Well, as the consummate salesman, let me pitch you an alternative. You use me as a vessel, and we'll cause nuclear mayhem. Or that's probably not something we know about on this military base. You hear?
Can you make a PAL roll at disadvantage?
Sure.
Yeah, saying this through.
I gotta say, I'm rooting for you, Rick.
Terror shredded mind.
All right, that's a success. That's actually a hard success, and a regular success.
Okay, and it cackles in your ear. And as it cackles,
yes,
you want to scream, but there's no way for you to scream. There's no way for it to come out. As
my God,
panic.
Is there a bag of dicks in this mouth?
No, but every muscle in your body screams with panic, right? It wants you to run in different directions, and you're left in a constant state of consciousness with this panic and fear all around you. If you were on the outside looking, you would just see a hole in the center of Bello's head, the gun go off in his hand, and him slump to the ground.
Did he fall on Richard? Or sorry, on Rutherford?
Yeah, ostensibly.
So just to roll back a little bit, you did say that he released his bowels. Does that mean that Bello pooped on Rutherford?
And actually, Rutherford would have been face up, if I'm not mistaken.
It was his mouth open.
Okay, too far. All right.
That's where my mind goes with
go
this
back
stuff.
to the bag of
that
dicks.
that
Jack,
detail
yeah.
just stuck with me.
Content warning. Okay. He was clothed. Bello was clothed,
true,
Franny. Yeah. Would you like a festering shit wound in your stomach?
Well, I mean, I just got gut shot, so there could be.
Okay. Boone.
Yes, Jesus.
You're outside the house, right?
Boone's like,
Flashes,
I turn around
bangs.
and I run away.
Run the fuck away.
Cully, Joe, there's piercing screams every once in a while.
Wow, no, I'm worried about everyone, but especially the kids. So, geez, Louise.
Not for
Were
nothing,
you
but
here when the head
you
exploded?
might hear her screaming.
No,
he was not.
Oh my God, dude! So the scene that you are about to walk in on. Wow.
Yeah, so I think what I would do, I heard the glass break from the other side of the house. I don't want to go into some shit show where I'm completely, you never want to go into a scene that you have no idea what's going on. So I would go around to where I know there's a broken window and look in there and see at least what's in there, because I would assume that's where the bad guys are.
Okay. So you're looking in the window? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Looking up into Richard's bedroom.
Okay. As you do, there's somebody laying on the floor in Richard's room moaning and rolling around, and there's another body on top of him that seems to be holding him down. And then you don't have any...
Meaning someone is physically trying to hold him down, or just the weight of their body is...
You're looking at it. At first you thought they were trying to hold him down, but then you notice that the body on top isn't moving at all.
Oh.
And then there's
yeah.
And then there's an awful smell in Richard's room, right? Like, it just, this smell of death.
Ooh.
As you,
So that would confuse me because I would think they're freshly dead. Why does it stink?
And there is a thing on Richard's bed.
Yeah, I would see something on Richard's bed, I assume.
And
Probably.
there's a new design all over his room.
Well, but it's nighttime.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the lights are off.
That's true.
Actually, the one had a flashlight. So you know what? Here's what we'll say: as you look in, there's a flashlight laying on the floor, which illuminates the far wall. There's dried blood all over the wall, and that's how you see this silhouette of one guy or one body laying on top of another, and then you see a large pool of blood that's growing coming from the door that leaves Richard's room, and this smell of death and probably flies at this point.
So yeah, this is a shit show. So I think what I would do is
No, that was a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's in the hallway right outside
I'm
the
not
door.
gonna try to come in the front door. I think, is there a way I can get into the basement and then try to come up from the basement?
There's no walkout basement on this house.
Are there any like basement windows?
Sure, that's reasonable. I'll take that.
Okay, well, I'll go and let me see. Am I going to have to break it open, or let's see? It's one of those thin, long ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pop it open with the thing,
Okay.
and I'll go. Cully, are you in there? Hoping beyond hope that the.
Okay. As you do it, you're not going to hear anything because as you break the window, Joe is screaming above you as you shatter the window, because that would be something that would make Joe scream at this point.
Oh, so at the first floor window just above me, I hear Joe scream.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got to come in the front door.
Okay.
So I go try the front door. You said you'd locked it, but left a note, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I know it's locked. Oh, geez, Louise. I guess I'm going to have to try to smash in the door, shoulder it in.
Okay. All right. Make a strength roll on that.
93.
Wow.
So
how many hit points of damage do I take?
you run back and then you barrel in. Cully, what you see from your perspective is the door shatter. You hear Joe, of course, scream. Franny, this is across from you as Boone, you don't know it's Boone, barrels into the house and lays out across the floor, hitting his head on the counter.
Oh, sweet gee, baby Jesus.
Yeah, take a couple of points of damage there as you hit your head on
Do
the
I
counter.
at least hear the voice?
Yeah, I'm yelling like you. Yeah, oh God.
I think that's distinct enough that sure you can say it's Boone's voice.
All right, so I'm gonna sort of yell, whisper, Boone, we're hiding. Well, we're trying to hide, but Joe keeps screaming. Are you okay? Can you come in here? We're by the couch.
Are you okay there? I just looked in Richard's room. It's full of dead.
Don't look in Richard's room. Something happened to him, but I don't want to talk about it.
Well, there's a bunch of dead guys in there.
A bunch?
Yeah.
We heard the glass, and then we've heard gunshots, and poor Joe keeps screaming. Come in here.
Okay. So I crawl over quickly to where I think the voice is coming from.
And I'm going to, as soon as I can get you there, I'm going to sort of put you at the wall, sort of behind me. And I'm going to say, stay behind me because I've got my slingshot if anyone comes in here.
I've got this tire iron too. I'm going to smash some heads.
I don't know. If they got guns, we got to be really careful. And Joe Joe, you know how Joe's been having all sorts of problems? She saw a wolverine in the basement with claws in it. She started screaming, and you've probably heard her. She's every minute or so, she's screaming again and again, and I can't get her out of it.
It's my mother.
I think if there's guns, people with guns in here, we need to get the heck out. I got a car outside. Their car's out there, but there's no one in it. We need to hightail it out of here. Hop in my car and get the hell out of here.
So I'm going to Joe, I'm gonna say, Joe, can you handle if I go with you walking outside and going to the car?
This might be a time for a roll. Could I roll for
Yeah, let's make a POW
controlling
roll
myself?
let's make a POW roll to see if you can kind of get on top of it.
Is there anything I can do to help her?
That's a fail.
But what is there?
Well,
anything
wait. If he's soothing you, make another roll. You could roll with advantage.
Okay. I can burn luck to make this. I will burn luck. I will burn 4 luck.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Let's get out of
Can you
here.
make it? You can make it? Okay. Boone, I'm so glad you're here. All right, so and Boone, are you okay to drive with I saw you just whack your head.
I'm a little dizzy, but I'm used to driving drunk, so I don't think I'll be that much difference.
All right. So we'll sort of get up, and again, I've got my slingshot sort of ready to go, and I'm trying to keep them behind me and just walking, and we'll go out the door.
And I'm following you guys out so that I'm like I'm like doing this around you. So I'm like a physical barrier in case someone shoots while we're trying to get out.
Where's
And
the door in relation to the stairs? Like, do I see them leaving?
Yeah, you're looking at them. What was your total hit points though, Franny?
It's 6.
Left.
Yeah.
Okay, before the gunshot wound. Okay, so you're fine.
No,
So,
after
yeah,
the gunshot wound.
Right. So
yeah, I was at full health
half.
at 10. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't half though. That's what I
Right.
was. Okay, so you're sitting there, you're holding your side, and you see the 3 of them like sneaking out of the house after all the gunshots down the hall.
So I'm gonna say, help.
Can we hear?
Okay.
Can we hear her?
You two go on ahead.
I look around. Do I see anything?
It's the beat up old jalopy outside. You just climb and squeeze in the front seat. I'll be right out in a second.
All right, so I'm gonna lead
And
Joe.
I'll try
out.
to stand up and see if I can make my way to the door.
Okay, make a Constitution throw then,
Okay.
or a con throw.
Let's try these dice. Nope. It's a fail. All right, let's get those dice out.
Boone, what you see is you see a figure rise up across from you and then like collapse to the floor as they're talking to you. You do recognize Franny's voice. She's obviously been injured in some way.
Okay, I can do this because I've had to do like a fireman's carry of a lot of drunk hobos in my day where we're being followed by the cops and you just need to throw them over your shoulder and haul ass out.
Well,
of town.
and you did carry your brother around too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
So
Okay.
Strength.
Yeah, sure. That's good.
28. Yeah. made
Okay.
it.
Cool. All right. So
I go over
Franny-
there as quick as I can and arm around and what is the fireman's carry? It's like
stomach over the shoulder, sort
yeah,
of.
stomach
not
over
stomach.
the shoulder. Oh, okay. I see. You say not stomach,
Yeah.
so I
You just do the arm over thing, right?
Yeah, I'll just do an
get
arm
under,
over.
Get under,
and
get under
like-
my armpit.
Yeah, and just drag the feet along
Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah, and I'll help as much as I can.
and y'all are fine. I mean, at this point, there's actually no danger.
We didn't know.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah, but you don't. That's what I'm saying.
We just
that
heard a
you
whole
don't
bunch of
know that.
gunshots, and there's dead
Okay.
people in the
You're all
doorway there,
welcome.
and it
So
and it
you're
kind of
all
smells bad.
Okay, I drag Franny out to the truck and I say, because there's a bench seat, so you could fit 3 people, but we got to have Franny in the front. So I'm going to say, one of you, Cully, can you get in the flatbed in the back? I can't, Franny's in bad shape. I can't have her riding in the back.
Sure. I'll get back
Where's-
there and
Bello, where's Rutherford?
I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. We can't risk
Can't leave them.
we can't risk going back in if there's people with guns. We got to get out of here.
It could be the monster. They could kill them.
Okay, Joe, you ride in the back in the flatbed with Cully, and because Franny's got to take up a lot of room up here. So yeah, you just go back there, and Cully will help you, keep you nice and safe. He'll always keep you safe.
They could be dying.
They could be
And
dead
Joe's
for all we
gonna
know.
Run back towards the house.
No, she ain't. You're in the truck.
You just told me to get out and get on the flatbed.
But you did you?
I
did.
So wait.
And I'm saying, Joe, we'll have to come back.
Joe,
for
are
him.
you trying to break free to the house?
Yes.
Okay. Is somebody trying to stop her?
Yeah, I'm trying to stop her.
I'm trying to stop her too.
Okay, you two make a strength roll, and Joe, you can make a strength or stealth roll.
14. That's got to be good. Let me see. Strength. That's an extreme success. I have a strength.
All right, Joe,
of
what you
70.
got?
I actually got an extreme success with. Oh no, it's not. It's a hard success with either stealth or strength.
Okay, so
Okay.
you
and I got a regular success.
You feel you're about to slip out of the truck, and you feel Boone's hand grab around your arm and just grip tight. He locks you down.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I see him doing that, I'm saying, Joe, please don't try and go. We can't save them. And all those gunshots, one of them is going to go into you if you go back in there. I promise we'll come back as soon as it's safe. I promise you, we will find our friends if we can. But going in there and getting killed is not going to help them.
And Franny, while this is happening, Franny will sort of work her way around the back of the truck and just flop down in the bed.
Okay,
Can you
in
show
that
us what
case,
that would
Cully,
look like?
Cully, I need you up front to keep Joe from running away. I got to crank the thing to start it.
If I leave her alone in the front, she'll run away again.
Sure. And I'm just wondering, Joe, is my talking to you having any effect in helping to calm you down a little bit?
I guess that would be probably another roll.
Well, I think at this point, right, you managed to get out. We'll say you're out of the house. You're still panicking, but we'll say you've stopped screaming. So sure.
Well, I feel like I should roll though, because this is not just the panic and the screaming. This is the
roll then.
I'd
be
hide
happy
and
for
my
you.
family dies.
You don't have to argue that with me. Roll.
What am I rolling?
On this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is either a POW or a SAN roll. But I think
How about a POW?
I think given your state, it's probably more like a SAN roll. It's not so logical.
Oh, I am so damn lucky. I rolled a 5.
And I was going to say, and if it makes a
Okay.
difference, I could roll like psychology or something to try and
with a
calm her
5, I
down.
think you're getting through to me.
Yeah. She's okay.
This
That's
is not the same. This is not my parents. This is not that creature. They were guns.
They're guns.
They
It's
were
not the same
people.
thing. It's just you saw something and it sets you off. And I'm so sorry. I wish I'd known that seeing that thing in the basement would have done that, but it's gone. And if you go in there, you're going to get killed. And I already lost someone important to me today. I can't lose someone else.
Richard's house is a mess.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that place is terrible.
So, and I'm sort of motioning Boone for you to get going.
Yep.
And tell me where the doctor's is. We got to get Franny there.
Okay, I need everybody but Bello and Rutherford to take off their headphones.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, are they zombies now?
All right, Bello, I just thought I'd let you listen in. No exciting foreplay for you, but Rutherford, you all of a sudden go and take a deep breath, and you're looking around with your one good eye, and there's a lot of pain in your chest and a lot of weight on you. But you push Bello off of you, and then you start to get to your feet.
Huh. Is there anyone else around? Like, does
As you can see, there's nobody else around.
Okay. So first thing Rutherford would do is, look to see who was on top of him. And he notices it's Bello.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he sees that happen. And then obviously he's not doing well himself. So obviously shot maybe through the door. But that's not important. He makes his way over to...
Bello, you want to give us your expression? Like, what your face looked like when the bullet went through your head?
Sure.
It's terrible.
Anyone want to describe that for our listeners?
No, I want to press the
It
unsee
looks
button.
like someone who's very constipated.
And has no upper lip.
It looks like Roger Rabbit without ears.
Oh yeah, imagine Jim Carrey's fireman character
that's
from In
good.
Living
Jim
Color.
Carrey, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. All right, go ahead,
And I took
Rutherford.
screenshots, so
Rutherford makes his way and crawls over to Richard's body. That's the most important thing. And so
Well, wait a minute. As you crawl towards Richard's body,
Mhm.
there's somebody struggling on the floor of the room with a body on top of them.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Someone in the room with a body on top of them?
Yeah.
He said that when I looked at the
So
room, but it
Rutherford,
didn't-
when
it
you
didn't
shot,
register.
you shot one person.
Right.
Bello was shot by a second person and got a round off that shot them. So they fell on top of the other person. Richard's in his bed.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So Rutherford, I was going to say Rutherford would hopefully have his wits and have his the handgun, still there, hopefully. And he does have really good POW, so I would say, I'm going to just argue that he has extremely good concentration because of his target fixation, and would try to, quickly make sense of that. And his thing was Richard's body was of the most important aspect, but there's something else going on in the room, and if it's something moving around and Bello is shot near him, the people in the room are obviously nefarious, so he would shoot again.
At the guy on the ground?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. With advantage.
You wouldn't want to. It's too bad.
Oh my goodness. A 9.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. So you fire and the guy on the floor goes limp, who was struggling with the body on top of him. And at that, we're gonna call it a show.
Wow, it's too bad we couldn't question that guy.
I think it's going to take a long time before you're in any condition.
That's an excellent point. That is an excellent point.
All right. So we have 4 of the investigators fleeing the scene. We have one who's just put the fatal shot in, and one with a hole in his head, bleeding out on the floor.
Why was I the only one who died?
It's called karma.
That's been coming for weeks.
Called sweet, sweet karma.
Bello, the question I think is, how did you live this long?
All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Until next time, you can find us at underthelibrary.com and on all the social medias. Instagram at Under the Library, Twitter Under the LIB, YouTube Under the Library, and wherever you get your podcasts. So until next time, for me, for Michael, for Emily, Scott, Rick, Chris, and Wayne, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
But I didn't eat the fish.
Oh my God, I could have played that episode all night long.
Platonically.
Oh.
What are we talking about? Yeah, let's do that. Let's improv. That's what we do.
Yeah.
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 Sure. Why am I doing that?
My tortellini ear.
I don't understand what that means.
I don't know, but it was funny.
That's wonderful.
That might affect a more compassionate keeper's heart.
Do you think it was like Bello doing something stupid again?
Are you gonna punch me in the throat?
Oh, fuck, Bello.
Don't do this.
Oh, Bello.
I was in trouble.
There's got
Let's,
to be a morning after Bello dies.
Bello died by getting shot in the head. He
Okay.
died with his pockets full of chicken. One more Bello rides away. Oh, wait, did I mention we killed Bello in episode 50? Fuck yeah, we did! Oh, baby!